Biggs from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome back. So today, I'm enjoying my 7LA 320 with the lucite stem, and in it, Pegasus. Delicious. So, I did the Q&A video about a week ago, I reckon, and Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed channel, John, had asked me, it's been probably at least a year, he requested that maybe I do like a Firefighter Friday or something like that video. And I don't want to take away from Fine Five. So what I'm going to do is, now and then with my Memories series that's on my playlist, which was also inspired by Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, Mr. John. He inspired me to do better with my playlists on my channel. I'm going to do a story about when I joined the fire department. And then I'll go into some other stories throughout the fire department years, and we'll go from there. So, when I was 15, I was a sophomore in high school at 15 years old, because I graduated when I was 17. And there was a guy who rode the school bus, and he always had his pager on. And for those of you that do not know, a pager that are made by Motorola, you clip them on your belt, and they have a chip in them. And then when the 911 centers hit the buttons, each company has their own tone, and they each have their own designated number, obviously. So, I used to razz him about listening to it on the bus, you know, because it never interested me at all. Piper, come here. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. No. Good grief. She's gnawing on a piece of dirt. Oh, yoy. What am I going to do with that dog? So, sorry for the interruption. We listened to it, talked. I used to bust his horns about it. And around the end of the school year, he says, hey, he says, you know what? He says, here's what you ought to do. He says, you ought to join the fire department. He said, it won't cost you anything to join. He said, if you don't like it, you could just quit. It's not a big deal. So I thought about it. I thought, yeah, you know what? Why not? It'll keep me out of trouble maybe a little bit this summer, and we can do that. So I joined in 91, and our brush truck was an old pickup truck with a tank in the back of it. And it also had 2 small bench seats that could hold 4 people. You had lap belts, you had to put your seatbelt on, you know. And that's what we would ride to the brush fires. And my first call was a brush fire. And I was, at that point in August, I joined when I was 15. So that was like well, I guess it was my junior year, because after school let out, it was in June, and then in August I turned 16, which means I could ride in the fire trucks. So after my birthday, there was a brush fire one night in the township next door. I got down to the firehouse, and they told me that I could ride. There was enough seats available that I could ride. So I thought, that's cool. That's cool. So, I mean, I grew up riding back of pickup trucks on the farm and all, and with friends and everything else, so it wasn't a big deal. But with lights and sirens, it was a little more different. And I'll tell you what, that bug just reached up and took a chunk out of my leg, and I was hooked. I was hooked. That was it. I worked that brush fire, got to run the nozzle a little bit on the hose on the reel, and it was just awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. So I was hooked. When I turned 16, I was given a pager, and yeah, that was my first call, my first fire call. That was what started out as a just, give me an honest, fair run, and we'll go from there, to a full out 18-year running fire calls career. So what an unbelievable start. And I'll be honest with you, when I took the dare, or the challenge, if you will, I never in my wildest dreams would have thought I got hooked on it and would have wanted to do it as much as I did. And I'm so glad I did. Did it beat up on my hips and my legs a little bit more with my disease? Yes. Would I change it? Nope, not in a million years. The only thing I would change is I wish I could have ran fire calls longer. It still breaks my heart today to see fire trucks blow by. And I always look up and, light up. And it just puts that smile on my face, man. But, yep, that's how I joined the fire department. And that was my very first fire call. So we'll continue on with this series. John, thank you so much for the request. I appreciate it. I apologize it took me so long to get there. If you guys have not watched Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, the link will be in the root cellar below. You got to check him out. He is a fantastic feller. I really love John. He's a great guy, honest, and he's got playlists that are absolutely, bar none, incredible. He's got them for coffee. He's got them for teas. He's got them for liqueurs. He's got them for mixed drinks. I think he's got bourbons. He's got ryes. He's got rums. I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is. It's a one-stop shop. It truly is. So please stop by and give him support. Give him some love. Give him a sub. And until we can get together and pack a pipe, smoke that great cigar, let all that you do be done in love. Yo, take care and God bless.